inside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
And they jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the season, he looks like he's the part. Can he carry this team to the next level, to a natty?
That's what people are talking about now, David, because here's the thing. Everybody knew he had the physical attributes, right? The thing that we've been really impressed with, I think, is just seeing his poise and how he's handled the pressure each and every week.
Makes a catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Throwing, Williams. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Williams. Throwing right. Quickly complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he's got some space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Now from inside the red zone. And the defense got him at the 27.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Left side is Lopez. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And the Noles looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They want to throw it. Under pressure. Slips a tackle. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Flying out to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working the ground game. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Right side, it's Lopez. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
Plows his way ahead. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They've got a first down here to open the period. Williams will pass. Stepping to the right. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Touchdown Seminoles! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
You know, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, Dave.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. Oh, what a move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They were all over it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Throwing, Williams. Left side is Coleman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it on the counter. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Coleman. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Williams to throw. They'll run the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
corner, willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for running room. Turning it on! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick give. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Right at the line. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Williams rolls right. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Way off target there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the crowd. Here's Williams. Trying to barrel in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Williams to throw for it on 4th. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Just got rid of that one.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Out wide left, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Rush right in his face. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, Florida State's head coach told me at the half they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the 3rd quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams escapes the pressure to his right. There he goes. Inside the 50. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Left side is Lopez. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll run it. It's Coleman. Driven back.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Williams. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Touchdown, Florida State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Compton. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd and long here. Out wide left, it's Mueller. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's Williams to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Hurricane sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On play action. Gets open down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. These last two plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. Still looking. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Williams. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Williams looking for a man. Turns it upfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Max got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. It's Coleman. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Wants to go up top on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down to the air. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Left side, it's Terry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got him on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Terry. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. As every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action with Williams. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA